Who is the father of Green Revolution? What is White Revolution? What is the functions of scheduled and commercial banks? You are?
Sir, I am Lakshmi, sir.
Okay, Lakshmi, tell me about yourself.
Sir, my name is Lakshmi Narayanan. I hail from Tirunelveli. I have majored in physics. I have completed.
Louder.
We are senior citizens. We are unable to hear you. சாப்பிட்டு வந்துட்டீங்களா?
Yes, sir.
Then.
Sir, I am Lakshmi Narayanan, sir. I hail from Tirunelveli, sir. I have majored in physics, sir. I have completed my major during 2021, sir. And here I am.
How about your dad, mom, sibling?
I don't have siblings, sir. I'm a single child, sir. And my parents both are medical professionals, sir.
Very good. What they are?
Doctors, sir.
Both are?
Yes.
Which field?
Dad is nephrology, sir. Mother is Siddha practitioner.
Very good, very good.
So, ma'am, why didn't you choose the same field? We've all seen children of doctors.
Becoming doctors. That's a trend, sir. But I differed because I was very much interested in people's skills, and I was quite interested in science, natural science. And then during my graduation, I came to know about banking, the career growth it has to offer, and that's how I became interested in banking.
So, why the transition from physics to banking?
Sir, it happened when I started my major, sir. That's when the transition happened, because even though the science is very quite noble, the transparency in banking, I don't see that kind of transparency in science. That's why I opted for banking.
Are you still interested in physics? I mean science?
It's always a part of me, sir. So
No, you convince him. You are interested in banking.
Maybe more.
Sir is very much said.
Okay.
Because of both of your parents.
Yeah.
And you are also studied.
Yes, sir.
You convince him that you are going for rural.
That I have to convince him I'm interested
Yes.
in banking. Sir, before getting to the convincing part why I am interested in banking, banking is the core of Indian economy, sir. It is the bloodstream. Like if it is the body, India is like the body, then banking is like the bloodstream. Without the finance, without the cash inflow, nothing is possible. Let it be health sector, let it be education sector, let it be agri sector. Without proper flow of cash, credit and finances, management of finances, nothing would be possible. Everything here and me myself, everything is because of the right flow of finance, marketing and all those things, sir. So I got inclined towards finance by then, and I also read I Do What I Do by Raghuram Rajan. I was very much fascinated. That's how I got hooked into banking, sir.
Now where is Mr. Raghuram Rajan, Sri Raghuram Rajan?
Sir, he is a visiting professor. He's currently he's as a visiting professor at Yale University, sir.
And he has been nominated by one of the government for their economical development. Which government? Raghuram Rajan sir have been recommended by one of the state for the state's economic policy.
State's economic policy.
It is government of Tamil Nadu.
It's government of Tamil Nadu. Also, Mr. Abhijit Banerjee and his wife also got nominated.
Tell something about regional rural bank.
Sir, regional rural banks came into existence during the 1970s. It was at the recommendation of the Narasimhan Committee, sir. Regional rural banks, the main function of them is...
What is the combination of the capital of the RRB? How RRB is formed with the capital? What is the share? Central government?
Sir, central government is 51%. 50% and state government is 15%. The sponsor bank is 35%.
Good. Then what is the main functions?
So the main function of RRB is to serve as an intermediary between the agri people and also rural development people.
Who is agriculturist here? Who is agri people?
Sir, farmers.
Farmers. If I have no land, I am not a farmer. I am not agriculturist. See, farmer means who is having the land.
Yes, sir. According to RBI definition, a small scale farmer is someone who has a land of 2 hectares. Sir.
If he is not having a land, he is not an agriculturist.
Sir, there are also people who work by leasing the land, sir. They are also agriculturists, sir.
Tell us something important, interesting about Karnataka.
Sir, Karnataka has been in use for quite some time now. The interesting part is even though it is known as the IT hub and many startups has their place, the agriculture of Karnataka is also quite special, sir, because it is very much dependent on the southeast monsoon, and also we have spices like cardamom, cashew, and which are quite indigenous to our Indian nation. We also export. So,
are you aware about the agricultural background of your own district?
Tirunelveli,
Yeah,
sir. I'm not aware, sir. I'm not aware.
Okay.
I'll enlighten myself.
Okay. Tell me the difference between force and torque.
Pardon, sir?
The difference between force and torque.
Sir, two equal.
Like I am a layman, okay?
Oh.
So you are supposed to.
No definitions then.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So force is where, say you apply something is in a state of motion or rest. To change it, to move it, I have to apply a force. That is a force. So torque is like say there is a door and it is connected here. Say if I push from here and someone else of equal force, someone of my equal body stature, composition, they push it from other side, there won't be any movement because it is connected. But say if it is like a circle or a pulley, something like that, then two equal and opposite force, if we couple, then it would result in a rotational motion, that is torque.
Okay, I'll ask you a question that is fascinating. Why is the handle at the end of the loop? Why is the handle, you always place it at one end, right? Every door or every door.
If it is parallel means then there won't be any motion, no sir.
No, I'm asking why is not the handle at the center? You can easily place the handle at the center or at the other end.
Yes,
but it is placed at one end. Why is it at the end? The simple question is why can't it be at the center? Center of it. Can you explain it? Why?
I cannot bring up that particular formula. It involves the distance.
He's a layman. You did not go to subject.
Okay, sir. The distance between the application of force and the hinge, no sir, it plays a part, sir. The shorter the distance, the easier it is for you to push. The minimal effort you have to apply.
I think it's the longer the distance, it's easy.
Sorry. The longer the distance, it is easy, sir.
Archimedes principle. What so fascinated Archimedes?
Archimedes principle, sir. Sir, a body or a particular thing of a particular weight would displace the same amount of its mass or weight.
You have applied in Karnataka, right?
Yes.
Okay. Name the RRBs in Karnataka.
Sir, there is 2 RRBs as of now. It is Vikas and Gramin, sir. Karnataka Vikas, Karnataka Gramin, sir. Previously, as in Tamil Nadu, we have Pallavan and Pandian. There it was Prakati and the other one I couldn't.
No, he is asking what all the sponsoring bank also.
Oh, the sponsor bank, sir. The sponsor bank is, as of now, it is Canara, sir. But previously, there was Syndicate. Then Syndicate got amalgamated into Canara Bank. So
What are the other banks amalgamated with Canara Bank?
Allahabad Bank, sir. I guess.
You convince him.
I don't remember, sir. I don't remember.
Your role models in life.
Sir, my role model in my life is my grandmother, sir.
The reasons being.
The reason is, sir, she as a single parent raised my mother and her siblings, sir. Back then it was not very much known for a lady to even educate herself. By the time my grandmother hit her puberty, it was advised she should stay at home. But she broke the hurdles, and that's why my mother was educated, and that's why I am educated, sir.
What is the main function of the NABARD?
Sir, the main function of NABARD is to act as the...
When there is any contingency, see, people are cultivating. We got crops. Suddenly there is a act of God, heavy rains. What happened to paddy?
Sir, that's why we have Fasal Bima Yojana, sir. So something if paddy drowns.
Until you see, insurance amount comes a little bit later. So before that one, I want to cultivate. What is the other mode? Which bank will extend financial assistance?
Sir, RRBs would extend financial assistance.
Already RRB, what the amount is having, they already lended. RRB is having 100 rupees. I extended this 100 rupees as a loan. An account of act of God, heavy rains, crop has been washed. Insurance will come. It will come later on. But before that one, I have to give some relief to the agriculturists. Again, I have to get loan amount.
Let me take a guess, sir. We have to approach the NABARD, I guess.
Who has to approach?
I'm not aware.
NABARD is a refinancing bank. It will refinance to only RRB. It will not extend any loans and advances to individuals.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is a floriculture?
Sir, floriculture, as the name suggests, it is the cultivation of flowers.
What is blue revolution? Its name represents blue sky.
Blue, no, sir, I cannot guess like that. Blue revolution, perhaps.
Sky also blue.
Sky is also blue, sir. Ocean is also blue, sir.
What is white revolution?
Sir, for eggs, poultry, milk.
Who is the father of white revolution? Father of white revolution.
Dr. Kurian, sir.
He has branded a milk. What is the name of the brand? Amul. Okay. Who is the father of green revolution?
Dr. Swaminathan, sir.
Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. He has innovated two schemes to scarcity of water, to meet the scarcity of water. What are the two schemes? One is drip irrigation, another one? Okay. What is organic crops and inorganic crops? What is the difference? Okay. Your mother is in Siddha.
Yes.
What are the main medicines in Siddha?
There are bhashmas, sir. That is the powder form.
Powder. What are the ingredients?
Ingredients, according
For,
to
for allopathy, we are using chemicals.
Yes, sir.
For Siddha,
medicine.
medicine is a common name. What are the ingredients?
Alkaloids, sir. Medicinal alkaloids.
In addition to that one, what are the products used? For Ayurvedic, we will use ashwagandha and other things. Similarly, for Siddha, some ingredients name.
Neem, sir. Turmeric, sir.
Yes. Main what we are using regularly. What we are using regularly as a agricultural product, they are maximum used in this Siddha. Neem, turmeric. Very good. Yes. What is the functions of scheduled and commercial banks?
I'm not aware, sir.
Okay. What State Bank of India will do?
So State Bank of India, as any other commercial bank, it will.
What post office is doing?
Sir, post office is involved in, as the name suggests, in posts and all those things. Also, they take small deposits and schemes and all those.
Okay. You convince sir. The Prime Minister has innovated a scheme for girl child.
Beti Bacha.
Huh?
Beti Bacha.
Beti Bachao. What is the name of the scheme? Beti Bachao is okay. What is the name of the scheme? You tell him. Sukanya.
Suganya Samarthi Yojana.
He cannot sit for the interview. We can only guide you. The name of our institution is?
Guidance.
We can guide you, but we cannot. Huh? Okay. For women, particularly housing scheme, our Prime Minister has brought a scheme. At least you tell the scheme to our sir.
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
Awas Yojana.
Yes. What is the subsidy amount? Okay. What is the maximum amount, minimum amount? Okay. How many times the government will pay the subsidy for housing? Okay. You tell me any one of the scheme by the government of India for the welfare of the rural people. The first financial inclusion.
Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, sir.
You convince him, I don't know.
There is Pradhan.
He is familiar in banking, I am only in advances.
Okay, sir. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is there, sir. It is like the minimum balance account. Any person like a village person or someone like that with an officially valid document, we can open an account, and that is one sort of financial inclusivity. And also for the credit for the village people, village diaspora, we have Kisan credit card scheme, sir. So these are the two schemes that I am aware of.
There is a insurance also, na?
Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana.
Under PMJDY, there are two insurance policy.
Bima and Suraksh.
Bima is a insurance, ma. Jeevan Bima is a death policy. And Suraksha Bima is a accident policy. How many times the government will pay for under Suraksha Bima Yojana for accident benefit policy? How many times the government will pay for Jeevan Bima Yojana for death policy?
Only one death.
How many times a person will die?
Only once, sir.
Abhiya sir.
Yes, sir. That's all.
டாக்டர் அம்மா கிட்ட எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவாங்களே டெய்லி செத்து பழக்கிறான்றாங்கல்ல. You are correct. Only one time.
Hyperbola. It's something like that, sir.
அது தெரியாது எனக்கு. நீங்கள் சார் கிட்ட தான் சொல்லணும். Right. Right. Particularly your language proficiency is excellent. Very good. And you have to update about RRB, Regional Rural Bank. First, on whose recommendation RRB started, what is the purpose of starting RRB, then what is the duties of RRB, what is the combination of the capital for RRB. After all these things, RRB earlier only for agriculture. Now the government also permitted RRB to extend loans and advances for MSME also and village industries also. What is village industry?
Village industry, mostly cottage industry, sir.
What is cottage industry? Village industry.
Exact definition I don't know.
I don't want definition. Example. I'll give one example.
Sir, matchstick.
Mainly pottery. Mainly pottery. Then mat making. These are all the village industries. The people at villages, they will do all these things. Now people are extending these village industries for sheep rearing, milch animal. Then you will take chicken, you will not eat it. You are eating a lot of chicken, I was told by my mom. That chicken is called poultry.
Oh, okay, sir. Yeah.
Now you are eating.
I don't eat chicken, sir.
Okay. What is the hybrid variety of chicken? Broiler. What is the life tenure of broiler? How many days it will survive? These are all the important. You have to update these things.
Okay, sir.
Then only your thing is excellent. The only thing is how you will survive in a village. You are the only one child of your family. How your parents will leave you. You will be posted in a village. The village consists of dust and dung. எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் தூசு, எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் மாடு போகுது.
According to Mahatma Gandhi, villages are the backbone of Indian economy, sir.
But I want to only front face.
Pardon, sir?
No, I want only front face. Okay. Who will see the backbone? Are you seeing my backbone?
No, sir.
Am I seeing your backbone?
No, sir.
What you are seeing?
I'm seeing your face.
Then, when the village is with the dust, can we go? Nowadays we are having a mass.
Yes, sir.
And you are the only child for your parents.
Yes, sir.
And you are good in monetarily.
I wouldn't say, sir. I'm not, as of now, I'm not earning anything. I'm only giving tuitions.
Excellent, excellent. Your parents are earning.
Yes, sir.
They have been blessed with assets.
Yes, sir.
Who will take those assets? யாருக்கு போவோம் அந்த சொத்து சோபா?
If they choose to put me as their heir, legal heir, then I'll.
வேற யாரை சூஸ் பண்ண முடியும்? மகாத்மா காந்தியை சூஸ் பண்ண முடியும்.
If they choose to donate it to a charity of their liking, then it's up to them, sir.
To certain extent, if at all they want to, they can make some But at the same time, you are good enough, you are a graduate, highly qualified, is it not? Then staying in a rural village, you tell one reason.
Sir, living is a
Positive reason.
question of adjustment, sir. It's the adaptability. So we have to adapt to our environment and we have to make most of it. That is my personal belief, sir, and I live by it.
You are capable of staying. You are capable of staying in a village. You have no any restrictions in staying in the village.
Sir, my grandmother hails from Sri Vaikuntham, sir. It is a village.
Sri Vaikuntham is not a village. It has been flooded with so many luxuries, so many comforts. In village, you will have only one hotel, touched hotel. They will start by 8 a.m. After 8 a.m., you will not get a cup of water. The bus is only at 9 o'clock. Return is 2 o'clock. If you miss 2 o'clock bus, you have to travel at 7 o'clock.
I can understand, sir. It is full of hardships, but so is life.
It is not full of hardship. There are some hardship. If your mindset is good, definitely you will. Excellent, madam. She is good enough. Confidence. Because of confidence only you are. Thank you. Best of luck, madam.
Thank you, sir.